Welcome friends and welcome to my series of video lectures on theory of structures. In continuation of the topic on simple trusses, in this video we are going to consider a numerical problem on method of joints for a cantilever frame. The topic of simple trusses is related to the course outcome F, that is evaluate axial forces in members of simple trusses. In this video lecture, we are going to calculate member forces by method of joints for a given frame, and this frame is a cantilever frame. So we know that there are two steps in calculation of member forces. Step 1 is support reactions. But we know that for a cantilever frame, this step is not necessary. By the way, what is a cantilever frame? It is a frame having support only on one side and all the other frame remaining free, projecting free. So this is a cantilever frame, and the support reactions are not required for a cantilever frame. So step 1 is automatically over. Now we go for step 2. The procedure for step 2 is we will be applying the method of joints for calculation of member forces. Now we will select the joint appropriate to start with. We know that the condition for starting is that we should select such a joint at which there are maximum 2 unknown forces, not more than 2. So if we look at joint C, we will see that there are 2 unknown forces CB and CE and one known force 6 kN. So this joint is appropriate, joint C is appropriate for our work. So we will start with joint C. So here we see the free body diagram of joint C. We will apply the conditions of equilibrium to this joint to get the member forces. Before we start our problem, we will have to first calculate the angle theta. So the angle theta is this angle. If we look at the geometry of the truss, we can see that the angle theta can be calculated as theta equal to tan inverse. This is opposite side upon the adjacent side. Opposite side is 3 meters and adjacent side is 4 meters. So tan inverse 3 upon 4. So this angle will come out to be 36.87 degrees. Now we will start with the conditions of equilibrium. We are free to use any condition of equilibrium first. So we will apply sigma Fy equal to 0 first. So this condition gives us FCE sin theta. The component of FCE is in oblique direction, so its y component will be FCE sin theta. It will be upward, so it will be positive. Then this FCB has no y component. This 6 kN force is directly downwards, so minus 6 will be equal to 0. So this will be the equation for sigma Fy equal to 0, and this will give us the value of FCE equal to 10 kN and plus 10 kN plus. So it means the assumed direction is correct since this answer is plus. Now we will apply the second condition of equilibrium, sigma Fx equal to 0 to this. So we see that this force of FCB is directly along the x-axis, so it will be minus FCB. The minus sign indicates that it is towards left. Rightward forces we are taking positive in x direction. Also the component FCE, x component of FCE will be minus FCE cos theta. The 6 kN force will not have any x component because it is already in y direction. So this equation, in this equation, we will put the value of FCE equal to 10 kN and we can calculate FCB as minus 8 kN. So FCB will be minus 8 kilonewton. The meaning of the minus sign is that this assumed direction is wrong. It should have been towards the joint. So we will make this correction while drawing the directions in the diagram. So let us look at the diagram. FCE is plus 10 and away from. So this FCE will be drawn like this, so that its counterpart is drawn like this, and the magnitude is 10 kilonewton. Then FCB, its direction will be towards the joint. So here also you get towards the other joint, and its value is 8 kilonewton. So this is how we get joint C solved, and we get the values of two forces. We will note these forces here. So FCE is 10 kilonewton, and since the arrow tips are towards each other, this will be a tensile force. It will be treated as tension. And BC, FBC, this force is 8 kilonewton, and the arrow tips are away from each other, so it will be compression. So we get the answer for two members now. Now out of these total six members, 4 more members are remaining. So we will have to continue the problem with a next joint. Now let us consider next joint. Say let us try B, joint B. Look at B. There is 8 kilonewton force which is known. There is 5 kilonewton force which is known. This force and this force, two forces are unknown. So only two unknown forces are there. So this joint we can take for our calculation. So let us take joint B. So let us apply the condition sigma Fx equal to 0 at joint B. Sigma Fx equal to 0 at joint B. But before that we will have to draw the free body diagram of joint B. So let us draw it. Here is joint B. This force is already known as 8 kilonewton. There is a downward force of 5 kilonewton. This is an unknown force, so we will keep its direction like this as it is. So it is FBA, and there is a vertical force which direction is not known. So we will assume it as the direction away from the joint. So this is FBE. So there are no oblique forces involved. It's a very simple joint for us. All forces are at right angles to each other. So now let us apply sigma Fx equal to 0. It is x direction forces are 2. So minus FBA minus 8 equal to 0. So this gives us FBA equal to minus 8 kilonewton. FBA is minus 8 kilonewton. Meaning of the minus sign is that the arrow tip is wrong. It should be towards the joint. So if we draw it here, it will be towards the joint, and this will also be again towards the joint, and this will be 8 kilonewton. So this is the answer for the first joint, first member. Then the second is we will have sigma Fy equal to 0. Sigma Fy equal to 0 readily gives us FBE minus 5 equal to 0. So this gives us FBE equal to 5 kilonewton. So the assumed direction is correct. It's a very simple joint. Assumed direction is correct. That means the assumed the direction is away from the joint. So this is like this and this is like this. So this is 5 kilonewton. So we get both the forces easily in this joint. Now we will record them, that FBE is 5 kilonewton and the arrow tips are towards each other, so it is in tension. FBA or AB same, it is 8 kilonewton, and the arrow tips are away from each other, so it is compression. So now only two members need to be calculated. For that we will have to consider another joint. So let us now consider joint E. Let us look at joint E. At E there are two unknown forces, these two, ED and EA. Then these two forces are already known. There is no externally acting force here. So let us consider joint E. So let us first consider the free body diagram of joint E. Joint E will be like this. There are four forces at joint E. The 5 kilonewton force is known. The 10 kilonewton force is also known. Then these two forces ED, this is FED. This force's direction is not known, so we will keep it as it is. And this second force EA, its direction is also not known, so we will keep it as it is. Okay, so this is joint E. This was joint B. Now we will consider the sigma fx and sigma fy conditions, but before that we will require two angles. This angle we will require, this angle let us call it as phi, and this angle also will require, let us call this angle as alpha. Note that if you look at the geometry, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So this angle and this angle are different. They are not the same. So this angle we are calling as phi and this angle we are calling as alpha. So let us first calculate these angles. If you look at this, for the angle phi, you can say that it is 90 degrees minus theta. If you look at this triangle, right angle triangle, this theta is calculated as 36.87. So this angle will be 90 minus theta. So this angle we will get as 53.13 degrees. We will also require this angle alpha. So angle alpha will be calculated like this. Tan inverse, look at alpha, opposite side is 5 meters and the side, adjacent side is 3. So 5 upon 3. So this angle happens to be 59.04 degrees. Once we have calculated these basic angles from the trigonometry of the frame, we will apply the conditions of equilibrium. Let us apply the condition sigma Fy equal to 0. So if we apply that condition, we will have, look here, sigma Fy equal to 0. This 5 kilonewton is already downward, so it will be minus 5. Then this 10 kilonewton force will have a y component, so it will be 10 minus 10 cos phi. Cos component of 10 kilonewton in vertically downward direction, so it will be minus. Now this FEA will also have a y component, so it will be, and it will also be downward again, so it is FEA cos alpha. Don't confuse between alpha and phi, they are different angles. Now about force FED, this is in x direction, so it will not have y component. So three forces are having y components. So this equation will be equated to 0. Now in this equation we get only one unknown FEA. So we will get, this will give us FEA equal to, if we calculate this, we will get FEA equal to minus 21.38 minus 21.38 kilonewton. So we know that the minus sign indicates that the direction of FEA, which is assumed to be away from the joint, is wrong. It will be corrected. So FEA, look here, it is not away from the, it is towards the joint. So this will be the direction. And the value is 21.38. So let us put it here also, 21.38. And since the arrow tips are away from each other, this is compression. Now we will apply sigma Fx equal to 0. Let us apply this condition. Look at this joint E. ED is minus FED. First one is minus FED. Second is FEA, which is already calculated, is minus 21.38. So it is minus into brackets minus 21.38 into sine alpha. Sine alpha. Now 5 kilonewton is in y direction, no x component. 10 kilonewton will have x component. That x component will be away from the joint and it will be plus. So plus 10 sine phi. And this will be equal to 0. So this equation has got only one unknown, that is FED. So this gives us FED on calculation equal to plus 26.33. Since the direction is plus, the sign is plus, it is acting away from the joint. So it is, look at here, FED away from the joint. Arrow tip is to be shown like this. So its counterpart comes like this. And the value is 26.33 kilonewton. So the answer 26.33 will be put here. As the arrow tips are towards each other, this is in tension. So friends, in this way, we have solved the entire frame and we have got the values of all the 6 member forces in this problem. So that was a numerical problem on cantilever frame using method of joints. If you practice more problems like this, you will get mastery over the topic. So goodbye till the next video.